go to church and I'll have faith in you. But religion is not a bargaining experience. It's not a commercial relationship. And you know, no great experience exists in the bargaining atmosphere. Think of friendship. Think of love. And think of marriage. These things are not based on if. They are based on though. And these great experiences are not based on a bargaining relationship, not an if faith, but a though faith. And I'm coming to my conclusion now. And I want to say to you this morning, my friends, that somewhere along the way, you should discover something that's so dear, so precious to you, that is so eternally worthful that you will never give it up. You ought to discover some principle.
Yes, sir.
You ought to have some great faith that grips you so much that you will never give it up.
Never.
Somehow you go on and say, worship is able to deliver me. But if not, I'm going on anyhow. I'm going to stand up for it anyway. What does this mean? It means in the final analysis, you do right not to avoid hell. If you're doing right merely to keep from going to something that traditional theology has called hell, then you are doing right. If you do right merely to go to a condition that theologians have called heaven, you are doing right. If you are doing right to avoid pain and to achieve happiness and pleasure, then you are doing right. Ultimately, you must do right because it's right to do right. You got to say, but if not. You must love ultimately because it's lovely to love. You must be just because it's right to be just. You must be honest because it's right to be honest. This is what this text is saying more than anything else. And finally, you must do it because it has gripped you so much that you are willing to die for it if necessary. And I say to you this morning that if you have never found something so dear and so precious to you that you will die for it, then you aren't fit to live.
Make it plain. Make it plain.
You may be 38 years old as I happen to be. And one day some great opportunity stands before you and calls upon you to stand up for some great principle, some great issue, some great cause. You refuse to do it because you are afraid. You refuse to do it because you want to live longer. You're afraid that you will lose your job, or you're afraid that you will be criticized, or that you will lose your popularity. Are you afraid that somebody will stab you or shoot at you or bomb your house? And so you refuse to take the stand. Well, you may go on and live until you are 90, but you're just as dead at 38 as you would be at 90. And the cessation of breathing in your life is but the belated announcement of an earlier death of the spirit. You died when you refused to stand up for right. You died when you refused to stand up for truth. You died when you refused to stand up for to the fiery furnace.
Yes, sir.
But you know the interesting thing is, the Bible talks about a miracle. Because they had faith enough to say, but if not, God was with them as an eternal companion. And this is what I want to say finally. That there is a reward if you do right for righteousness' sake. It says that somehow that burning fiery furnace was transformed into an air-conditioned living room. Somebody looked in there and said, we put 3 in here, but now we see 4. Don't ever think you're by yourself. Go on to jail if necessary, but you never go alone. Take a stand for that which is right. The world may misunderstand you and criticize you, but you never go alone. For somewhere I read that one with God is a majority. And God has a way of transforming a minority into a majority. Walk with him this.
In a churchyard by a river, blazing in the haze of midday, laughing in the grasses and the graves. Yellow bird, you are not long in singing and in flying on, in laughing and in leaving. Willow weeping in the water, waving to the river daughters, swaying in the ripples and the reeds. On a trip to Cirrus Minor, saw a crater in the sun, 1,000 miles of moonlight later.
You never go alone. For
Now I know that you can't stand this song. I know you don't have to fuck with me, boy, cause I know the lyrics suck raw ass. Yes, sir. And I know the music drags on forever. But I can't help that. Close the door. I'm going to rape you. You little woman. I'm going to rape you like a dog. I'm going to rape you. Make your loins feel right. I'll rip your pussy open and stick my head in all night. I'll rape you all day, and I'll rip you all night. Just remember one thing, honey. It ain't no fight, because I'm going to tie you up. Yes, I'm going to tie you up. Going to tie you up and then whip you severely so you can't even move. And you know what's going to happen then. I'm going to rape you. Going to rape you like a dog. A little fucking dog. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
I got an announcement to make, people. I have an announcement to make. Well, let me get some oatmeal cookies. This is my last oatmeal cookie.
I got a big old fat to shave the shit off. I put it in a box and mail it to the closest retail shop. Oh, God. Now you know that when I get really mad, I like to show my pubic hair off. Yeah. It ain't no trouble. I know. It's just that I ain't got none. I got none. Now let me tell you something about my friend. He thinks he has a lot of pubic hair. I told him, hey boy, you want to see something? I ain't got no pubes at all. Now let me tell you something, boy. I ain't got nothing to say. All I want to know is that I ain't got pubic hair. Hey, box of pubic hair. Now, listen to me, boy. I don't know why I'm singing this. No, I don't care. You gotta understand. I'm a little bit high. Just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
and I